iPhone can help in an emergency when a call won't go through. Okay, so during this part of the demo, you're going to be answering questions. And you won't really be speaking to anyone, but it'll be asking you questions, and you'll be able to, respond back saying where you are and if anyone's hurt and all of that. And it will relay that information to emergency services. And then, as you can see here, we'll be using a satellite to send and receive messages. And so in order to test this connection, you need to make sure you are outside. My cellular connection will be turned off temporarily during this demo, but of course, if you were stranded, you wouldn't have cell service, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't need this. And so here we go. We're going to test the service. So now it wants me to get a clear view of the sky. All right, satellite available soon.
1535.
And as you can see, we have located the satellite. We are connected. So here you can see the sample conversation with the emergency services. What is your location? So I just typed in something random. I didn't actually think it was going to send anything or try to send anything. But as you can see, I have a poor connection. So let me try to get back in connection here. And then can you tell me what caused the breakdown? We'll just say, let's say you got a flat tire. Type in that, so now it's connecting still.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So, there's a lot that has been going on. I'll get into why I have not been on this channel, why I've been kind of hiding, why there hasn't been tech videos, and a lot of other stuff. But right now we are looking at Mac Rumors, Dan from Mac Rumors, doing a live demonstration. This is actually pre-recorded. He did this yesterday. But a recording of the iPhone 14 SOS feature. We have a chat already. I don't like the new YouTube update. Oh, nothing much, Ashay. How are you doing?
Still. So again, it's going to send this message. We're still connected. We're in a good spot here. It does take a little bit of time for this message to get sent. I mean, rightfully so. It is reaching a satellite in space. And you can see here, it is very good at responding back with some of these example messages. There are no other fluids or leaks. I'm just going to say no. And so when dispatchers are ready to send out help, they will send a message saying that you can move to a safe distance to wait for your responders. If you have water, take it with you and, just kind of sit and be patient. But at least you were able to get some sort of communication out there to somebody, especially since you probably don't have cell service if you might be stuck in this situation. So
that is very nice to have. That I really like. The fact that I can call or text someone with emergency services if I had an iPhone 14 or newer. The software requirement is iOS 16.1 or later, which 16.1.1 is the latest security update and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. Christopher G writes in, smiling face with sunglasses. Nice. Glad you're having a good day. But I'll get into why I haven't been doing videos, and we'll actually get into Carlos was doing a video. He actually did the emergency SOS feature. So did iJustine and Sam Cole.
So as you can see, it actually works pretty well. You do need to be kind of still and make sure that you're pointed out towards that satellite, and it will guide you and tell you which way to turn and adjust your body. But it does take a little bit of time to send those messages out, but it did work for me as advertised. And also there is the ability to go into Find My, and if you're not in an emergency situation but you do want to update a spouse or a friend via Find My, where you might be if you're on a hike or something and you just want to let them know that you're okay, you can send your location to them via Find My if you do not have cell service using that satellite. Now, of course,
okay, that I did not know that was coming. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Family members sending them that notification, stuff like that. And, That's actually pretty cool.
Of course, I actually couldn't get that to work. I couldn't just turn off self-service. It didn't work that way. But it does show you that option in Find My right now, alongside the emergency SOS via satellite feature that's in emergency SOS settings. And so, of course, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. What are your thoughts about this? Hopefully you don't have to use it, but if you do, I think it's a really nice thing to have. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to the day I might have to use it, but I'm glad that I have that in my pocket and know that it's available if or when I might need it. Before we end today's video, I do want to...
So it is nice to have if for a reason I need it or something like that. Give me a second. I'm going to post this link on Twitter for this live stream. Let's see. There we go. Tweet. Let me also go back over here. No, let's not click on that link. Oh, it ain't gonna let me do that. So, while I'm trying to copy that, oh, it won't let me do it. I'll have to do it through Discord myself manually. Oh, come on. Are we serious? So, I'd have to do that manually. What's up, Speed Tech? So I went up to my notifications here on the Mac. We went through, and I fired. I use VoiceOver, so I went through.
Brave group. In Brave group, channel dashboard. YouTube testing Apple's emergency SOS via satellite feature. YouTube. Visited link image. Search end of search with link notifications tool search list box pop up menu pop up.
I went through here.
End of search with link notifications. Search list box pop up. Search link notifications account profile photo that notifications button notifications.
There we
link,
go.
Link iDevice help uploaded. iOS link action link link 9 to 5 Mac.
So past needed everyone.
Link, action menu button link Carlos S Tech Premiere now testing Apple iPhone.
Carlos. There might be some foul language, so if you don't like foul language, viewer discretion is advised. But Carlos did a premiere. He also responded to my comment, but here we go.
Off.
He tested the cellular SOS, not cellular SOS, the satellite SOS feature. He actually tested it.
Hey guys, and another video here on this satellite feature for the iPhone. As you guys see right here, we're literally in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you guys can see the stars there, but there's a lot of stars, so we got no service right here for nobody. So we're gonna do the ultimate test. So no connection, try text. Let's see here. And there you go. That's how you do it. Be outside, get a great connection. Let's just put car vehicle issues. Me. Other.
Lol. We have an anonymous in the chat writing copyright striked.
Test. And then there you go. We're just gonna rock it, guys. So let's see. Let's point here. So I'm pointing north. This is north.
I don't recommend doing this, but I mean to see this feature because it's brand new and to make sure it doesn't have flawless bugs. This is nice to test in this regards.
And there you go. Connected.
Nice.
Turn left to stay connected to satellite. Poor connection. Okay, so this way. Let's see here. Oh, there you go. So now it wanted me to point south. Okay, so we're pointing south, guys. All right. Look at this. This is crazy, man.
Car goes by. I would be curious what that car's thinking. He's like, that guy's out of his vehicle filming. What in the world is he doing? Literally, that's what I would be. Or they probably didn't even pay attention to it.
Location sent to emergency services. Oh shit. Excuse my language, but let's put on here, just testing the service, no emergency needed, no emergency help needed, help needed.
I'd be curious how this behaves with voiceover. Unfortunately, I don't have an iPhone. Depends. What iPhone do you currently have? Visually impaired tech and more. It's not that is a nice feature to have, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to go and spend a lot of money right now, because eventually once I do upgrade, I will have it. You know, it's one of them things.
All right, now it's sending, and it tells you right here, as you guys see on the top here,
upgraded.
it'll keep you in track with the satellite, which is pretty cool. Let's just make sure that gets sent. Wow, guys, so there you
Shut
guys
studio
go.
door,
We tested the service.
Family's back.
Oh my God, I can't believe I just did it.
Damn,
Oh, well.
Carlos. He's
It
a
is what it is.
savage.
It do what it
Carlos
do.
is
It
a
is
savage
what
at that one.
as I would say. So there you guys go.
It is what it is.
Service is tested. And yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you.
It is what it is. And, you know, like, the only thing that I want to know about with voiceover is the fact that how does it tell you with the pointing of satellites? It would be nice if it's accessible, but most blind people don't travel to the middle of nowhere where there's no cell service.
Thank you for tuning in.
Most.
I'm gonna catch you in the next one, guys. Let me end this and get the hell out of here. This is. Hey guys, so when you get service, you end up getting. So now I got service back on my phone. As you can see, we have service, and it says here, you know, whatever, since I disconnected from the satellite service, and then you can go on a live stream with them and it sends them a message saying that everything's all right. So I guess this is a video I sent them, but you know, here, I'll let them know. Just want to let you guys know everything's all right. I apologize. I was testing the new satellite service from the iPhone.
Oops. Yep, just testing, making sure everything's working.
And I did not know that it would actually connect to someone. I apologize. There's no emergency. And there you guys go. That's pretty cool, guys. So, and then it'll send them a video. All right, guys.
Nice.
Just wanted to add this to the video. Don't try this. All right.
Unless there's an emergency. If you have an actual emergency, then this is perfect for you needing and stuff like that. I do not like the way the YouTube did this.
That is true, and currently I have the 13 Pro Max, which I'm probably going to wait for the 15 Pro Max or 15 Ultra, whatever they're going to do that would be worth upgrade, but it all depending.
Yeah, I have the 13 Pro Max. It probably, yeah, it'll be worth the upgrade unless you're looking at a Dish Wireless. But even then, N70 for Dish Wireless should work with the 13s. N71 will. And then when they get to it, I think they're going to do N66 also.
Catch you in the next one. Thank you to all the channel members and everything for the love and...
So there you go. There was a test of that. I know iUpdate actually did a test of it too. I'll show y'all his snippets of his actual video. Give me one sec. Yeah, here's iUpdate's video. So iUpdate did a video
We did the
Where?
first ever real-world test of Apple's emergency SOS via satellite on the iPhone 14. But unlike everybody else, we didn't just use the demo mode. We actually went out, we worked with the sheriff's department, and we almost got in trouble to get this to work, and it's absolutely insane.
So he actually did go to the sheriff's department, letting them know that he was going to test it. And I see he's poking at a few people that only did the test mode. Carlos didn't. Carlos didn't even go and contact emergency services, letting them know he's going to test it. He just went all savage mode. Hi, Wes. Hi, Weasel. My bad. Oh my god, I really hate this bug. Nothing much.
Hey, can they see me?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam.
Wait, did he just come out of the tree? Wait.
Can they see me?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, what's up, guys?
He literally came out of bushes, literally.
It's Sam Cole here, and my favorite feature, the emergency SOS via satellite, is finally out. Apple just dropped it moments ago. So I came out here to the middle of a field.
You can tell he's kind of stuffed up too, but he came out to the middle of nowhere. Oh my god, go away. Go away.
To show you guys how it works, and then we're gonna try something a bit more adventurous. But let's try the demo first. Okay, so I've got my iPhone 14 Pro here, but this also works on the iPhone 14. Just be on iOS 16.1, go to emergency SOS, and you've got this new feature down at the bottom. Try the demo and see what happens. And it shows us that a new button will appear. We're gonna answer some questions about the nature of the emergency. And then finally, it shows us the actual UI, which apparently looks super cool.
So like Carlos was showing us in the video, he did the same thing. He went, here, I'll show y'all where he went, to the police department. Give me a sec.
I have spent the last month or two looking for some areas near me that don't have any cell service, because that's the only place that this actually works, is when, like in the US, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile do not have any coverage. So I found a place, and I want to see if we...
I know one place where Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T has coverage.
We can test this out for science and see how it actually works in the real world. So let's do it. Bro, it is so cold.
It's too cold. Do a jump. Do a trick. Wow.
All right, first we're gonna go to the sheriff's office because we would like to have a convo. First, see.
We have Wes in the chat. Yeah, depending on to the county that he was in, they'll do that, but depending on to where it's at. And I don't know what he did behind the scenes before and after that video. I don't know what he did.
We're being responsible. Look, Dent County Sheriff's Department. We're going there right now. The journey begins.
So here he is going to the police department to test it.
Do you happen to know where the sheriff's office would be at?
It's gonna be in the basement. You'll have
This way?
Yeah, left and around the back to the stairs.
It sure is.
There's this new feature that came out on the iPhone today called it's Emergency SOS via Satellite. Do you guys have a phone number where I could call you and be like, hey, we're about to test this thing, like, if you...
You could just call the sheriff's office here. Test it right now. They want to go test this feature out. They're looking for places with no cell phone
Yeah,
service.
it's basically, it only acted... So
If you head out 19 North to Short Bay, you still get cell phone service.
Sure, that would be so amazing. Thank you, guys.
That's cool that he literally got a map to find out where the dead zone truly was, to make that, to test that.
By the way, we really appreciate
It's kind of a weird request.
But I would definitely try 43.
I like how he's like, here.
you
He's
guys,
like,
by the way, we really appreciate
It's kind of a weird request.
But I would.
it's kind of a weird request. Oh no, we're testing out some new technical standards on the iPhone to see how good it is.
Definitely try 4380. 4380 is a road that's like no man's land.
Okay, that's what we want to hear, because that's like literally what this is designed for.
If it actually works from there,
Impressive?
Impressive.
Okay, sweet. We will give that a go. Bro, that was so helpful. He literally showed us the dead zone to go to where no one hears anything. Okay, this is also to all the people that were gonna watch this and be like, hey, you guys are wasting resources, you're pieces of Listen.
Pieces of shit.
We know we don't. First responders are stretched. Like, we're not gonna be those dudes. We have like full permission to do this.
This is exciting.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, good. They have full permission. Well, I'm gonna skip
see it
ahead to where they see. Okay, so here's where they're seeing it.
Shows the satellite. So let's really quickly try to get it to call. So the way you do this, unironically, is by dialing 911. Now, obviously, if this connects, we already talked to the dispatch, and they said that we could figure this out. So it's taking a while. The option is supposed to pop up. Here we go. It popped up. No connection. Try emergency text via satellite. Oh,
see, that's how it pops
so
up.
okay. What happened there is the satellite icon just went away. We must be in an area where there's like a sliver of cell service.
Yeah, very weak cell service, probably a negative 125 dBm.
Right here. So it obviously tries to ping cellular at first. When it realizes there is no cellular, I noticed it did that last time. It's going to pop up with the option. So emergency text via satellite. Here we go. So this is the actual interface that you see. This is not the demo. Report emergency. Car, vehicle issue, sickness or injury. What's like the least intense one?
Car.
Yeah, car. Who needs help? Let's just say me. We'll skip it actually. Briefly describe what happened. Testing this feature. And you can see we still have the satellite up top. So this is fully going to happen over satellite. Okay, so here's the interface. It says poor connection.
This will also notify everyone in your emergency contact list on the iPhone.
Turn left to stay connected. Follow me if you can. Okay, so this is actually sending the text. Bro, this is insane. This is actually with no cell service, sending this up to the sky. You can see even the slightest movement
Interferes with that signal.
So
it makes
these
it
satellites
weaker or
up above
stronger.
are moving at 15,000 miles an hour. The ability that without an antenna the phone can connect is, I don't know, like nobody else has done this in the market. And it says we've reached the emergency relay center. I'm reviewing the information you provided. Please keep your answers brief. We are just testing the feature. Actually, really interesting is that a couple things just happened. Number one, there's a character limit. You can only send 160 characters because these messages are actually pretty big. If you tap on...
Oh, wow. So it's only 160 characters, max limit. That's pretty cool.
This, it gives you actually a larger interface for this. And you can see it's actually actively transmitting in real time there and back. So like, again, just the slightest turn right here, we're not connected anymore. But you can see it moves a little bit because obviously the earth is spinning. So we got to go back. Okay, so right here I just sent that we were testing the feature. We have to keep turning to stay connected to send and receive. And it sent the message. Like, these are gray bubbles. This is actually distinct from the blue for iMessage.
Gray bubbles also indicate on the iPhone as business chats too.
Or green for SMS with Android. Okay, so right away, message received, thank you. So they're not going to contact anybody. That interface is just so cool. I can't get over, like, of course when Apple does this feature, it's a really well done UI that, I don't know, man. This is...
That's pretty cool.
Incredible. Yeah, we were just, there's a new feature that came out for the iPhone. We were just filming something for our YouTube video.
Huh. She thought they were doing something sketchy. Whoops. That's what she thought. But now we go to another channel that I like to watch when I'm, that does great coverage. It actually inspired me to do this channel. Brandon Butch.
Apple just released iOS 16.2 Beta 3 to registered developers just 1 week after the release of Beta 2 and iOS 16.1.1.
If you are a public beta tester, it should be out. Check your software updates. If not, it should be out sooner rather than later. So there is a feature I'm looking for in this video.
So now what's new here in iOS 16.2 beta 3? And the first thing is actually a pretty major feature for the
So here's that major feature that I'm excited about, that I'm glad.
The iPhone 14 Pro series. So if we head into our settings and then go down to display and brightness and then down to always on display, you can see that we have two brand new toggles here for show wallpaper and show notifications.
So if you turn off the show wallpaper, it's a black screen with white text or whatever color text you used for your time font and date font. That is new. And then, yeah.
Chat message, add reaction, anonymous. I only person watch you. Anonymous. We got you, oh man. Anonymous. Do not be a boy.
We are now able to disable the wallpaper and or our notifications from that always on display, which will be very nice for reducing battery drain and kind of just reducing distractions as well, because
That is nice, especially for the battery drain, because the iPhone 14 Pro Max surprisingly does not have a big battery like the Android counterparts, Galaxy S22 Ultra.
a lot of times I only use the always on display to get a quick glance at the time. So now it's nice that I don't have to see the wallpaper and notifications. So of course you can see this is what it looks like. You can see the wallpaper in the background, and if I had a notification it would show up right there. I actually have my other device right here, so you can see this is what the notification looks like on the always on display. You tap it, of course it makes it a little bit brighter. But now with this new feature here, we're able to disable this. I'm going to go ahead and disable both, go back to the lock screen, and you can
I like that lock screen with the always on display. I may have notifications if I had a device that had that, but honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of always on displays.
see we do still have our widgets here. We do still have our now playing, the little live activities view down here, but we no longer have a wallpaper and we no longer have our notifications if we had any right there. So this is great to see, and this is honestly how this feature should have shipped to begin with. Now I do still wish that we could get rid of our widgets up top and down at the bottom so we can just have a time, but hopefully we see that in the future. But it is nice to be able to choose if we want to show our wallpaper or notifications or not. Also, Apple spelled when wrong in the always on display section.
Oops, Apple spelled. I love finding these bugs in the software.
Section and the settings. Now also on
Oops.
the lock screen, if we tap and hold right here and then go to customize and go to our lock screen and then tap the three dots in the bottom right.
So that's the biggest feature in 16.2 for the always on display and stuff like that. And if you notice something, we have a new wallpaper. I have this Mac, my actual main studio setup, upgraded to macOS Ventura. I was able to fix the bugs after a long process. I'm going to go into what's new and what was my experience upgrading this Mac to macOS Ventura. Honestly, when I spend $2,000 on a product, I'm disappointed that the software experience of upgrading for me was pretty trashy, but you know that can be the downfall of the experience of this stuff. Anonymous, she ain't scary. Love your grammar. But, you know, it's one of them things where you're going to run into these problems with software bugs and stuff like that. And, of course, I have the MacBook Air. I was able to fix all the voiceover issues, and I know the way to fix most issues. So if you are having issues when you upgraded your 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro and you are visually impaired or blind, or you're just having UI issues with the Mac, when you upgraded your MacBook Pro, I'll have a video coming out later on within the next day or two because I am feeling better on that, and why I have not been making videos. So, if you cannot tell by my voice, it is pretty hoarse. I've been under the weather starting last Wednesday. We had a hurricane coming towards Florida. That hurricane was Hurricane Nicole, currently where I'm at. Now, with the process of that hurricane coming towards Florida, I had to work. I have affiliation with the state of Florida to do weather related work. So I was in a staging command center and was working on forecasting for this nice, lovely hurricane. Let me see something here.
Voiceover on. LG WebOS screen mirroring.
No, it's only going to let me screen mirror to that. No. Give me one sec. Wi-Fi. Are you serious, iPad? Here we go. Should work. Alright. So, I was staged Tuesday into Wednesday, and the casting broke. So I was going to show y'all, but it broke. It won't let me cast to the Mac. That's annoying. But, so we had Hurricane Nicole hit Florida, and I was here working on things and had to kind of stay put and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. And,
Video player. Some chat message in. Every hi. Show. This more information. Hi. Show. This message. Show. What? Show.
let's see.
Chat message in. Anonymous. Anonymous. Nobody here.
But, yeah. But anyway, you know, during that time, I was working on some stuff, and then I got sick and had to scrap a lot of work projects after before Veterans Day, even though I was going to have Veterans Day off because of the fact we honor our troops here at the Tech Channel, and all of my social media platforms take a pause and reflect on the men and women that serve the country of the United States of America, because it's where our headquarters are, but at the same time where I live. And after that, I was feeling like crap for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then yesterday. Today is finally one of them good days. So I've been having a speedy recovery. I'll be trying to make more videos throughout the afternoon today, trying to get things up and running and work on some more stuff and stuff like that. So now now that I got that out of the way, let's open up the chat for like open tech talk and stuff like that. So yeah. There we go. And we're going to take care of this. There we go. So there we go. But, so, that's why it's been a hiatus when it comes down to me working on stuff. And there's been a tech hiatus coming down. So I've been invited to a tech podcast later on tonight up on another YouTube channel, RFK Tech USA. I saw your DM. I'll be seeing if I can make it. Not making promises here and stuff like that. And yeah, but I'll be working on my macOS video this afternoon. Hopefully, should be, and stuff like that. And just browsing through Twitter, seeing what's up on Twitter. If you want to, you can follow me on Twitter at Austins_tech. Lol. LOL. I mean, hey, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. What can I say? Wes, get them. Have fun. Take care of them. Yeah, I know who's doing it. It's the Pinocchio. It's Mr. Alex. Alex, you're so funny. I know who's doing what. I'm not scared of anything, actually. Bro, first go back to high school and learn how to fucking spell. God damn. Uh-huh, yeah, I do. There you go. There. That fixes everything. So, yeah, we have nice, friendly trolls now. I mean, I don't mind them. They make it enjoyable now. So, it's just whatever. It's part of YouTube life. It's part of the YouTube journey. And stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm back. Sorry. I saw the sub count on the channel take a little bit of a nosedive. I lost, like, 1, but whatever. And I had to take a break and only post on the community tab and take care of the fact that my health is more important and I didn't want to burn myself out making videos and sounding like crap on the channel, because I unlike some people will actually focus on doing quality content instead of just popping videos out like no one's business. So I just wanted to do a quick little live stream, see how everyone's doing, and stuff like that. And, you know, hey, it is what it is. Thanksgiving in the United States is 8 days away. Hope everyone's going to have a wonderful, safe holiday season. Christmas is, you know, wow. It's just, that's crazy. It's like 39 days away. That's even more crazy. That's mind-blowing. I'm just surprised that, you know, that this year's flying by. It's flying by pretty quickly. And, you know, it's crazy. But, you know, hey, gotta make do with the best of it and stuff like that. And, you know, it is what it is. Already did. I had to respond quickly because I'm in the middle of live chat. But yeah, it's just fun. I mean, they can keep trolling all they want. I'm just going to turn on subscriber only mode. So, if you want to chat next time I stream, when I get that all set up correctly, subscriber only mode will be on. So, only channels that subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. So you control me even better. You know, hey, we'll work. The heck? I added you as a mod and it's not showing. What? There. It says I added. Thank you. Nice. That sounds like a cool thing that you're doing. It's gonna be cold. A lot of stuff is showing that we're gonna have cold weather coming across this country. Cause the channel. Oh wow. That's a lot of snow. Here, I'm gonna bring this up. A great weather channel that I watch here on
Name,
YouTube.
link, search with your banner out of channel dashboard, YouTube studio, tab out of Brave group, Brave group, in Brave, new search toolbar, Brave talk, but Brave bookmarks, Brave toolbar item palette, in toolbar, back, forward, reload, bookmark, view site, youtube.com/watch question V. Wow, U-T-U-B, words, YouTube, what, V, equal, 9.
Dogs are now barking at all the kids.
YouTube.D-T-O, not
That's lovely.
V-A-T-O-N-C-E-U-U-O.
Go away.
https://youtube.com/watch question V.
Here we go.
youtube.com/watch question V. Search with your voice button, empty banner.
A huge wave of cold air is spreading across the U.S. as we speak. This has already led to a 2,000-mile stretch of snow from Texas to Maine, but that's just the start of what's getting ready to happen. More cold air is on the...
So we got more cold air on the way. Wow.
Way, and the potential is definitely there for real snowstorms to develop as we go forward. How big will these snowstorms be, and will they affect you? Well, we have to take a closer look at this massive wave of cold air that's coming in to really understand how it could affect any storms that may pop up in the future. You think it's cold now? Well, the coldest air of the season so far is still on the way as this Arctic blast just keeps getting stronger. As you can see on this forecast models, residents from Minneapolis to Chicago, St. Louis, and Oklahoma City will be surprised it's not January, as thermometers bottom out close to 20 to 30 degrees below normal all
Jesus. That's January style weather.
This week. It won't get out of the middle 20s in Chicago during the day on Friday, and the high temperature in Kansas City will be right below the freezing mark. But what you're really going to feel is the wind chill. The Chicago area and north will likely experience sub-zero wind chills at some point. And if you're north of Oklahoma City, your wind chill will dip to 20 or colder by Friday morning. The mechanism that's allowing this cold air to sneak in is actually producing...
That's crazy.
Rain and snow in the Northeast right now. This is the same system that's dropped a nearly 2,000-mile swath of snow.
Let's see. The weather here right now, this morning it started out at the upper 60s. It's chilling right now. It's 65. It bottomed out at 62, and it's 65.7 and mostly cloudy. The humidity went down to 81% from like 99% throughout the day. It's been slowly dropping. But the chill, like crisp air that's out that you get with these cold snaps is there. It's already here.
Across the U.S. over the past few days. Starting Monday, November 14th, a large storm system with a very skinny band of snow along the backside brought the first measurable snow of the season to many in the Midwest and Ohio Valley. Elk City, Oklahoma got the highest total with 7.3 inches of snow, and the
Oh wow! Wait, hold up. Let me
Valley.
look at this.
Elk City,
Oklahoma got 7.3 inches of snow. That's actually crazy.
Oklahoma got the highest total with 7.3 inches of snow, and the city of Clinton actually received their earliest 4-inch snowfall since 1988. A widespread 2 to 3 inches fell in portions of northern Illinois, eastern Iowa, and Missouri, and it's still snowing in New York, Vermont, and Maine.
New York, one of the people that are on this channel, somewhat, Justin, he's getting a lot of snow, up to 4 feet between now and Sunday. 4 feet.
And I don't know all this just because of some snow reports and some fancy colors on a map either. We've got thousands of people out there who have officially received their Yolometer measuring sticks, and they've been sending us ground truth and proof of what's actually going on out there by sending in those awesome snow pictures. Thank you guys so much. And by the time...
So that, Ryan Hall, his channel right here. Ryan Hall, y'all. This, if you're in the United States, this is a great actual channel to look at and stuff like that. This is a great channel. I really like his content. He's doing good.
This system is finally out of here. Some people in New York and Maine are going to have over 3 inches of snow on the ground, maybe even significantly more in some isolated spots, especially far north. Now, as that storm exits, the cold air behind it is going to keep pushing deeper into the U.S. This is going to set us up for a potentially stronger snowstorm in the very near future. But while that cold air is sinking to the south, it'll be going over the Great Lakes at such an angle that we might see historic levels of lake effect snow in some spots through the end of the week. week. I'm not kidding. The most intense lake effect snow event of the year and possibly of the past several years is getting ready to be underway, especially for areas near Buffalo, New York. I'm sure you guys remember the Snowmageddon of 2014, where some places in western New York received over 5 feet of snow. Well, this is what
Good God!
we might see again. Travel is going to be difficult to downright impossible along sections of I-90 near Buffalo and I-81 north of Syracuse Wednesday night all the way through Sunday morning. It's November, so this is technically going to be a pretty early lake effect event for a lot of places around the Great Lakes.
That is
that's
true.
actually pretty significant
be
because
early.
the earlier these events happen, the warmer the lakes are. The warm air from the lakes will combine with a bone-chilling cold wave raking over it and literally bury some places in close to 6 feet of snow. These lake effect snow bands will essentially be like training thunderstorms without as much of the thunder booming. Lightning and thunder cannot be ruled out though. I think there's a really good chance that some people are going to see some like thunder snow out of this. And
oh snap! Thunder snow. That's cool. So if y'all are new to the channel, not only do I get interested in tech, I get interested in weather too.
yes, you heard me right the first time. Somewhere near Buffalo, New York,
Of
probably
course.
just a little bit to the south, is going to see up to 6 feet of snow from this event through Monday. And this is actually going to affect all areas south and east of the lakes to some extent. Watertown could see 2 feet or more of snow, and Traverse City is going to be in the 2 foot plus club. It's not a widespread area, but all these little pockets of snow, the farther in you get to that perfect spot in the snow band, the more likely it is that you could see life-threatening snow from this. This is the kind of stuff that can cave a roof in or get you stranded on the highway and knock out power for extended periods of time. Make sure you're prepared for this one. All of the top
Yeah, see, that's scary. That's actually quite scary.
10 snow events in history in Buffalo have occurred in November or December, and this is thanks to those really warm lake temperatures. And that's exactly what we're about to see here. But while all that is going on, the cold air is still going to be compiling and getting stronger down to the south. This cold air is there for the taking if a storm wants to come into play. And a big snowstorm does want to happen if you really look at the overall pattern and what's getting ready to unfold across the US. It looks like everything's coming together just right. Some of you who are watching this right now are going to be dealing with a major snowstorm in the very near future. But who exactly and how major are we talking about? I'm going to tell you right after we show some love to today's awesome sponsor.
So, yeah, if you're in New York, exercise caution and be safe. I live
All you weather weenies can affect.
I'm glad I live in Florida, so I don't have to deal with snow. But
What today you'll be.
And even if when I am out in Texas, I don't have to deal with snow as much.
SI plots of land that make perfect last. Texas and Oklahoma have already seen some good snow. What about everybody else? When are we going to see another massive snowstorm that rocks our socks off like back in the 90s? The answer might actually surprise you. But first, we got to put our thinking caps on, and I'm going to educate you. Just so
I'm gonna say it now. Not only do I cover tech, but this winter in the southeast United States, it's gonna be a fun one.
so you can really appreciate the complexity behind what's getting ready to happen. In some of my previous videos, we talked about different climate patterns that help us predict general weather patterns in the future. We talked about La Nina and the PDO, which both are indices for large-scale patterns that affect the type of weather we could see even months in advance. People often ask me, Ryan, how are you the most correct weather person I've ever seen? Are you some sort of weather wizard? The answer to that question is no, I just have cheat codes. If you really understand these indices and their impact on global and regional weather patterns, you can seem like a wizard when it comes to making seasonal synoptic weather forecasts. And let me go ahead and introduce you to one more of these cheat codes called the NAO, or the North Atlantic Oscillation. If you're a snow lover on the East Coast, you're going to want to familiarize yourself with this one. This index changes based on how strong the surface high and low pressure systems are over the northern Atlantic Ocean. It's called an oscillation because the pressure systems oscillate, meaning they grow stronger and weaker on a month-to-month basis. And this has crazy big impacts on all the weather around them. A positive NAO means that the high and low pressure systems are very strong. This funnels air quickly between the two systems, strengthening the jet stream. Think about it like a river where the two pressure systems are the banks. If you add more dirt to the banks, then the river gets thinner, and you need to force the same amount of water through the thinner space, which means that the river's going to speed up. It gets deeper, faster, and essentially stronger. Like, imagine trying to walk through it. It'd be a lot harder. Now, a negative NAO indicates when the high and low pressure systems are weak.
This is when you get a lot of bad windstorms in December, January, and February. If that pipe, say that river of low pressure and high pressure builds just right, you'll get the winds out of the north, and which will cause a massive windstorm for Florida, southern Alabama, southern Georgia, coastal Carolinas, and coastal Virginia.
This means that our river widens and the banks on either side recede. This leaves a lot more room for the water to spread out as it moves through and slows down. Therefore, it makes our jet stream weaker, and we're actually seeing this signal show up on models for the beginning of December. And remember, a weaker jet stream is a more variable jet stream. This leads to a more sloppy presentation, and our theoretical bowl that holds all the cold air up in the north starts letting it spill out through all those loosey-goosey wobbles.
Yep. See what I was saying? The higher pressure means you get windstorms, but it's not as cold. But the weaker that
This
hot,
tends to
the weaker
set up a
the
pattern
stuff
over
is.
the northern Atlantic where there's a huge ridge of high pressure, and usually having a large ridge will ultimately deepen any troughs that form on either side of it. Because of our location, this often means that a big trough or a series of troughs will descend over the eastern US, plunging even colder air from the Arctic farther and farther south. This means there could be greater chances for snowstorms in the eastern US come late November into early December, all thanks to this negative NAO pattern that's setting up. Most large weather systems, including snowstorms, form on the eastern side of a trough. And since our negative NAO trough will
And Taylor puts in a chat. Taylor, I'm feeling a little bit better. It's recovering. It's the recovery phase.
likely have the eastern side of itself over the eastern US, we should see multiple chances for snowstorms to form in this region as we go into the beginning of.
So people in the United States that I cover, tech videos on, but also, in the weather side, it can be cold. I'll be making a little bit more videos and doing live streams, during the winter. Y'all can have something to watch while it's free. It's snowing outside or freezing or whatever it's doing outside.
Of December. For right now, though, we need to bundle up because stable air is filling in behind the current snowstorms, and that's just going to keep us cold until this next big storm comes through. So as you can see, everything is coming together almost perfectly for a very active early winter season. And no, this isn't something that happens every year. The only reason I'm talking about this right now is because of how anomalously active it looks for the beginning of winter. I really do think this is a prelude to what could be a series of interesting storms on the East Coast. And as we enter this pattern that supports early snowfall, just know that you'll get all the latest info here before you can find it anywhere else.
And you can visit channels like Ryan Hall Y'all and go to ryanhallyall.com
because this
and stuff like
is
that.
my favorite season. Now, I'll admit, I get a little excited sometimes, okay? I love snow. Sometimes I'll see the GFS painting a big snowstorm, and I'll show it here on the YouTube channel a little bit prematurely because it's too far out and it goes away the next day or something. Just know that I'm a weather weenie at heart, and you've been warned. As we go deeper into winter, you have entered Weather Weenie Central. Now, usually I show this stuff just for fun, or there is some educational aspect to it, but I also just like to be a huge geek about the weather, and I know you do too. If you're watching this video, but
hold on.
I also
That's a perfect snapshot. Perfect. I love that. Right there. It's just snow going all the way down to Florida. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Hey, maybe we might get the 1980. I know some of my audience will remember this one. Maybe we'll get the nice, lovely 1980. How was it? 1989 snowstorm event where you had all this up here, all the way from here to here, where there's a low pressure system, and it dumped a lot of snow. And it rode up the East Coast. It went whoop. So, maybe we might get something. Maybe we won't. Time will only tell.
just like to be a huge geek about the weather, and I know you do too. If you're watching this video right now this far in, you're a weather weenie, so go ahead and own up to it. Slap that like button, hit the subscribe button so we can geek out about it together. Huge.
I'm gonna give this video a like because he actually, you know, he did good on this video. So here. Also, do me a favor, give this video a like, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. Hey, we're still live. Let's leave a live chat. How about that? Here we go. Yep, there you go. We do that. The magic thumbs up. Cha-ching. So, we got Austin recovering from a virus. SOS via satellite on iPhone 14 Pros and iPhone 14s, the 14 Plus and 14. We have always on display customization of showing notifications and not showing notifications and not showing the wallpaper in 16.2 beta 3. Public beta should be out. macOS Ventura 13.1 beta, whatever it's on now, I believe it's beta 3, is being tested in the studio. macOS 13.0.1 or Ventura is now on the main computer in the studio, and there'll be a video coming out within the next day or two, giving y'all a synopsis on my experience installing the OS and why I'm kind of not happy with Apple right now on that one. But that will be continued. So anyways, I streamed for a little while. I'm gonna wrap this up. Stay warm, stay safe if you're in New York with the snow and everything, and if you're driving, truck drivers or whatever across this country and whatever else, be safe. And if y'all come across like spots on roads,
Voiceover on Finder.
exercise caution, and I will see y'all
Status menus.
in a
OBS Studio.
later
OBS Studio.
broadcast.
Full screen projector. Stop streaming. Start record. Stop streaming. Finder.